What up, Wholesale 2 Million family? Still here in San Diego. I want to jump on. I was going to do a video and then upload it, but go live is much easier. I don't have time to upload it, but I want to jump in and talk to you guys about building your cash buyer, man. Always continue to build your cash buyer. I'm here right now in San Diego at a CG Mastermind. CG stands for Collective Genius. These are some of the biggest power player in the real estate in the countries that comes together and mastermind. It's like some of these guys are making $500,000 to $1 million a month, you know, whether they're fix and flip, wholesaling, but these are some of the best in the country, and that I'm here right now with them masterminding, and I want to share with you guys some of my takeaway. Oh gosh, we've been here since Saturday, so I'm going to share with you what are my takeaway, and especially for today. So if this video add any kind of value to you, boom, smash the thumbs up and show show the King Kong some love, man. So let me talk to you guys about cash buyer, man. Always continue to build up your cash buyer list. Work with other wholesaler, all right? Do not think other wholesaler is your competitions. Work with other wholesaler. When I first started, I keep on thinking other wholesaler is my competition, so I push them away. I didn't want to work with them, but a lot of time now, man, a lot of my deals, I actually do deals with other wholesaler. And now I want to talk to you guys. It's about cash buyer. Listen, man, there's different type of cash buyer out there in the market. There's like I talk about this all the time, but this is like a refresh and it's like a reminder to me. So there are buyers that will pay a 30 that will buy the property only at a 30% discount, a 25% discount, a 20% discount, a 15% discount, and today in the Collective Genius, it's depending on the market, it's depending on your market. So you need to understand your market and you need to understand your cash buyer, and you need to continue networking and building and extending your cash buyer list, because some of these guys, their market is so hot that their buyer only needs a 10% discount. Imagine if you're able to connect with a cash buyer that only needs 10% discount, and you lock the property up in a contract at a 30% discount. Instead of sending it to your 30% discount buyer, you send it to your 10% discount buyer. So those of you right now, look at your cash buyer list, and if all of your cash buyer needs a 30% discount, I highly suggest that you should take massive action, continue freaking network, and grow your cash buyer list. Because right now for us, and that's exactly what happened to me, man. When I first started out, I keep on targeting the 30%. Like any deals that come across my table, if it's not a 30% discount, I would I would not lock it up in a contract, because to me it's not a deal. Because when I was going through, that's what I was taught, right? That's what I was taught. But I'm telling you guys that there are different type of buyers out there. So when you look at a piece of property, it might not be a deal to you, but it could be a deal to somebody else. What you need to do, your job as a wholesaler, is you need to continue networking and build up your cash buyer list. And I promise you that the longer you go at this business, you eventually will run into the buyer that only need a 15% and a 20% discount. Because let me share with you right now, with us, we got a 30%, a 25%, a 20%, and in a very tight area, we do have buyers that's only willing to pay, that's willing to go up as 15%. So which means they only need a 15% discount, because that market is so freaking hot. So you got to understand your market and understand your buyer. And when your buyer don't bite on your deals, you need to come back to your buyers. You need to ask them the reason why. Because you know why? You need to do that because you need to figure out, why don't they buy the deal? What's going on? Is it the area? Is it too much rehab for them? Is the price too high? You need to figure out, and you need to get inside your buyer's brain of what they're looking for. All right? So I'm here to remind you that for those of you who right now on your list, if all of your buyers is a 30% discount buyer or 25% discount buyer, I highly suggest that you should network and freaking trying to build up that cash buyer list and target and try to find these 20% buyers, like 20% buyers, and depend. I'm sorry, yes, I'm sitting by the fire here, so it got overheated. So I'm here to remind you, that if you only have the 30% discount, the 25% discount, you really need to work on growing your buyers list, because there are buyers out there that don't need that big of a discount. So uh, so one of the guy was talking that he said he was in Phoenix, Arizona, which is the hot, like super hot right now, and he has buyers. All right, he has buyers that only needs a 10% discount. Imagine if you're able to land a couple of those buyers, and he said they don't just buy one, they buy about 5 to 10 property a month. And they're willing to buy it at a 10% discount, because these are buyers that are for overseas. The overseas buyers are willing to pay more because they buy the property just because they need a place to stack the cash. Just because they need a place to stack the cash. All right, just stack the cash. All right, and so far right now, where you guys gonna find these buyers is to network with other wholesaler, because if, just network, just network, and you know, some of the good Facebook page to network is Wholesaling Houses Full Time or the Real Estate Investor, right? Those are the two, like one of them has like 90,000 member and the other one has like 100 and something thousand member on there. But you guys need to go on there and you guys need to freaking mastermind and start building up your cash buyer list, all right? Try to find these 20%, 15% cash buyer. They are out there. All right, so I just want to jump in and I just want to remind you guys that there are those kind of cash buy out there. Don't just think like. Do you guys have any questions? Nobody have any questions? Nobody have any questions? Oh my God, I can't believe nobody have any questions for this topic. All right, if you guys don't have any questions, I'm gonna bounce. Take care, you guys. Have a great rest of your day. And if this video add any kind of value to you, smash the thumbs up and let me know. If it doesn't, boom, give it to me like it is, man. Smash the thumbs down. Comment below why. All right. And if you're new to the channel, boom, smash the subscribe button. This is where I share with you everything I've learned, everything I will be learning, just to help you guys, man, just to help you guys succeed in this wholesaling business, all right? So you can take your life, your business to a whole nother level. And for those of you who don't believe wholesaling, like doing it virtually, like for those of you who don't believe it's possible, well, let me tell you, man, I'm living it, man. It is possible. You just need to know the process. You just need to be able to know the process, set up your team and the system on how to do it, all right? But yes, you can wholesale virtually. You don't have to go meet the seller face to face. You can lock a property up on a contract all over the phone, all right? And if you haven't followed me on Instagram, go ahead and hit me up on IG. Go to Khang, Khang, dot, like a period, WTM, man. Khang, Khang, dot, like a period, WTM, all right? You guys have any questions? Man. What's the barrier to find Indiana wholesaling hero? Daniel. For those of you who's interested in learning this business, man, and you are new, you're starting out and you want to learn this one step at a time, and maybe you don't want to watch any more videos, maybe you're tired of watching videos, you're tired of reading books, like you just don't know where to start because now you're overloaded with information. Well, check this out, man. I have a step-by-step guide to show you exactly how to do this business, like one step at a time, all right? And the link is in the descriptions. It's $4.99. It's a step-by-step guide. I'll show you exactly how to do it, man. How to find your buyers, how to find these motivated sellers, how to find the title company. I'll show you everything. How to find the title company one step at a time, all right? One step at a time. The link is in the descriptions. It's $4.99. It's only for those of you who's ready, who's committed to take your life, your business to the next level. This is only for those of you who is going to put in the work and who's going to stay committed, because we all know that this journey as an entrepreneur, man, to make it in the 3% ain't gonna be easy, because if it was easy, dude, you would think there are more people being successful, man. So only for those of you who said, Khang, I am ready and I'm committed, man. The link is in the descriptions, dude. But I'm here right now, dude, with some of the biggest player in the country. Some of these guys are doing, yesterday I was talking to a guy and they are doing it, they're doing it virtually and they're making they're making about 400 G's a month right now, man. And I got a confession. This is my confession. I got a confession to make with you guys. So right now we are coming in a little bit low than 250. We're right at about 235, 235 a month. My goal is to do 350, and that goal, dude. It's been like, dude, that goal been like, it's like a 2-year goal. That goal been like. The goal for me to make 350 a month has been like a 2-year goal. I still have not hit it, man. I still have not hit it, man. I still have not hit it. So yesterday I was talking to these two guys that they are doing 400 a month. So they're where I want it to be. So I might have to put in some cold calling, because right now we're doing a lot of direct mail. We don't do a whole lot of cold calling. So the next thing that I think that we need to do is probably going to hire a VA that we are going to do, that we're going to test out some cold calling. So we're going to pull a list, skip trace it, and we're going to have 1 or 2 VA just stick on that list and just cold call. And so we're going to try that out, because right now what works for them is cold calling. What worked for us is direct mail. And they said cold calling been working for them like great. So I'm gonna take that on and we're gonna test it out, and they wholesale pretty much all across the country. I think we're in like 3 or 4 different markets. I'm not exactly sure. I have to check with the wife, but we're in about 3 or 4 different markets, and they're like all across the country. So for us, we might try some cold calling and see how it works. But I'll keep you guys posted, man. Dude, it's been like my 2-year goal, man. I still haven't hit it, man. It's like when you try to get to that next level, and the higher you go, man, like the higher you go, dude, the harder it is, man. Nothing is easy. So when I'm telling you guys, like, I am going through this journey like with you, we're just at a different point of our life and we have different goals, that's all. But dude, I'm going through this journey with you. I'm in the dirt, I'm grinding each and every single day. I'm trying to figure out my missing link every day. How you guys doing? Try and figure out my missing link every single day, man. And then that's why I go to the mastermind. It costs us $20,000, man. We meet $20,000, meet 4 times a year, and it's just to go in here and network and collaborate and share ideas and things like that. But now so I'll share with you really quickly, when I go to a mastermind, I'm not here to like try to learn everything from everybody. I'm here because it's extremely hard, man. It's extremely hard because there's so much information from everyone. It's hard to soak it all in and then go implement it all at once. The wife and I, our goal is to come here and pick maybe 1, 2, or 3 things that we want to change in our business, and then all I do is I just focus on that, man. Like any presentations that I felt like it's not aligned what I'm looking for, then I just zone it out. Like I just don't take notes. Like I just don't sit there with a notepad, man. Like, you know how some people, they sit there with the notepads and they can continue taking notes. That's not me. That's not me, dude. Like I'll sit there and I'll listen, right? I'm just sharing with you guys like kind of how I operate. So I just sit there and I listen, and then when it comes to something where I feel like, yep, that's what I need, then I will take notes. But I just don't take notes on like everything. Like even though there are other presentations, like there's other guys and gals that goes up and do their presentations, and they got great information, right? They got good information, but I just discard it, like because when you consume too much, dude, you will feel overwhelmed, and when you're overwhelmed, like you just don't know which path to go, like you just don't know which way to take action, dude. So when I come here, like when we come here with an intention of what we need, like what are we trying to get figured out. So for us, it's picking 1, 2, or 3 nuggets, ideas, and then just bring it back and implement, and the rest, we just don't care. And then we just worry about, okay, well, whatever else, let's wait until the next meetup. Let's pick 1 or 2 or 3 things that we want to take back and implement. And then 3 months later, we come back and then we kind of revisit, right? Because a lot of time, too much information. I've seen people, man. I've seen people take notes and take pictures, and then they come home and they got a bunch of notes, cut a bunch, and they end up doing nothing about it. Because it's too much information, man. It's just too much. Too much, you become overload. And overload, you become a paralyzed. Paralyzed, you become a procrastinator. Like, you just don't do anything. So pick 1 or 2 and just take massive action and implement it. All right? What else do I want to talk to you about, man? Man, what else do I want to talk to you about? Let me see if you guys have any questions. You guys have any questions, or you guys don't? If you guys don't, I'm gonna bounce, man. That's pretty much it. I think that's all I want to talk to you guys about today is cash buyer. Those of you who haven't built your cash buyer, you're stuck on the 30%, continue to grow your cash buyer list, man. I want to remind you, and I want to open your mind up so that way, and eventually, the longer listen to me, the longer you're at this business, right? The longer the longer you're in this business, eventually you'll be able to grow, right? You'll be able to grow with a bigger cash buyer list, and you understand now you have different type of buyers, and then you'll be able to lock more deal up on contract. Most of you, when you hear people out there, hey, I'm closing 5 deals, 6 deals. Okay, and also too is another thing that I want to share with you guys that they talk here at the Collective Genius, right? At this mastermind. It's not always about bigger is better, which mean you hear people saying, oh yeah, I closed over 100 deals, made over $2.4 million. Like, bigger, like I have a team of 20 people. Bigger doesn't mean better. In here, they're talking about how can you maximize and be productive. So basically small but powerful. Because when let's just say you grow a huge team, you got a big ass team, right? You got a big team and you bring in 2.4 million gross. But at the end of the day, after everything is being paid and all that, and you bank 200K, then why don't you just focus on making 200K net, man? So they're talking about it's not always bigger, better. They're talking about how you can maximize, right? Build a solid team, a solid foundation, then grow. Right? Then grow. Because some of these guys in here are growing too quick. Like they're growing too fast, too quick. Because they think about building a big team, right? Instead, they need to maximize, right? They need to look at their team and maximize. And that way they're not bringing in like 2 million and then at the end of the year, they walk away with 300,000 or 400,000 net. Dude, it's not about how much you make, man. It's how much you can keep, right? How much you can bank. How much you can keep, how much you can bank away. That's the key. Dude, I remember when my wife and I was just trying to figure out what